Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to talk about or discuss about importance of differential equations when it comes to computer science. Because since you are all computer science background people, so I want to connect differential equations with computer science. Okay. So, any idea about the differential equation? Have you learned about in school level?
Sir, how it's working in the robotics?
So you are asking about the application of differential equation when it comes to robotics or your field. I am asking like, do you have any knowledge about differential equations in school level? Fundamentally, is there any idea about? So in school level, we would have learned like I'm going to connect with the robotics. Okay, that's why I'm connecting with school level. So in school we will be talking about differentiation. Before that, in the basic level, we will be talking about derivatives. The fundamental concept starts with derivatives, where we say rate of change, rate of change of one variable with respect to the other variable is connected with derivative concept. Usually we use the word dy by dx. We call it. What is that meaning? The rate of change of a dependent variable with respect to an independent variable. So when we talk about robotics, for example, you take a robot arm. So that robot, when you say fold your hands, or if you say hold your fingers, or move your fingers, move your thumb, or like kind, if you say, the robot has to move it. The robot has to move it. So, suppose you say, robot, move your fingers. So, it might take some time. It takes time. Some time again it goes on, again it goes on. It is very slow. So, but that is not, it doesn't give a real feel, no? If it is very slow. You are giving some order to it, but it is very slow. So, here comes the concept of time delay analysis. Time delay analysis. You are giving a instruction. You are giving an instruction, and that instruction goes to the goes through the program into the robot, and it goes to the arm. So telling it to move the fingers. So in order to reduce the time interval, so once an instruction is given, the instruction reaches the system and it reacts. That reaction time. In order to reduce that reaction time, we are using differentiation. Why? Because again I can say rate of change. So rate of change. So one independent variable. What is that independent variable? I am giving the instruction. So that is independent. I may give any instruction. Okay, that is an independent variable. With respect to that independent variable, the robot arm is going to move because I am giving the instruction, move your fingers. So in between, the process has to happen. So the time delay has to be reduced. Time delay has to reduce. That is a very important research happening. So that usually you have seen in the previous maybe 10 years, 15 years before videos where you say robot, it will be very slow. Nowadays we say robots like it is similar to kind of human level, so it is very fast. It shows the movements in a similar way to human. Am I right? Most likely, am I right? Most likely. So why this happens? Because of the research of mathematics, where this differential equations are very much used. The movements, the way of postures, everything is converted in the concept of mathematical modeling, where it is converted into differential equations, and we solve how we solve in the class. So we solve. So what method we use? In simple differential equations, we use what kind of approach? We use this finding this auxiliary equation. Then we find the complementary function. Then we find the particular integral. Like we have some basic formulas, no? So those formulas, when we use into differential equations, we get the solutions. Right way here also, we as engineers, what we do, we try to understand the pain point. The pain point here is to move the finger a little bit faster, more possible in more possible way, so that it has some realistic posture. So what we do, we connect differential equations here. So, what I want you to know is, you better search. We can use any web source, and you try to understand how this time delay analysis, time delay of robotic arms or robots, how it is connected with differential equations. As a fundamental basic idea, you can have some basic connector, how it is getting connected. Okay, so this is how in robotics we can use. Not only this, in various areas, wherever you come across the word rate of change of one with respect to other, we can try to implement differential equations. Okay, thank you.